Hello class! Today we've got an extra special lesson for you. We're going to be looking at DC Universe Classics, Black Lantern Hal Jordan, which is part of Wave 17, and he's figure number 6. But wait! There's more! We already looked at figure 6! Holy crap, there's two... Well, I guess neither of them are Green Lantern, but there's two Hal Jordans! Yeah, we looked at this one. We won't look at it again right now. But we're going to look at Black Lantern Hal Jordan. I typically do not buy more than one version of a figure. And to be honest, I don't remember why I did now. Maybe it's because I bought the white one first and then I saw the black one later on. I thought, ooh, 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 must have. So, there he is in the packaging. He also has a collect and connect piece, which is going to be part of Anti-Monitor, which is going to be the same as the White Lantern version, unfortunately. There we've got the Black Lantern symbol, or the symbol for death. I've been told it's supposed to be Black Hand's hand or something, because there's the palm and then there's 5 fingers. I don't know how true that's supposed to be. At any rate, on the back we can look at a little bit of Hal Jordan's biography. Some of it will be similar to what we've seen before. Hal Jordan has faced countless foes, but not even the might of the entire Green Lantern Corps could prevent the Blackest Night. In his hometown of Coast City, Hal Jordan was attacked by Black Lantern Spectre and momentarily transformed into a Black Lantern, which means he died. Because I think you have to die to become a Black Lantern. Anyways. Saved by a Blue Lantern Guardian, Jordan did the unthinkable to defeat the Spectre, releasing his enemy Parallax and allowing it to possess him. Oh no, it's Parallax! Sounds like a big deal when you say it like that. And he looks right pissed off about it there too. So, some statistics for Mr. Jordan. His first appearance as a Black Lantern was in Green Lantern number 50 of March 2010. His real name is Hal Jordan. His occupation is a captain, fighter pilot for the U.S. Air Force. His base of operations is Coast City, and he can sense the emotion of any nearby person and feast on it, able to reconstitute his body from any injuries. Any injuries? Any injury? I'm not sure if that should be plural or not. At any rate, this to me strikes me as more of the abilities for all the Black Lanterns, because I'm pretty sure they all do that when they were showing them in the comic books. When a Black Lantern was looking at somebody, instead of seeing them in, like heat vision or something, it was more of the emotional spectrum, and that was kind of neat. And they, I guess, rebuild themselves. Even though you kill them, you can't kill them because they're dead, they're zombies. They're zombies with basically Green Lantern rings. I mean, how awesome is that? At any rate, also in this wave, there's Wonder Woman, Scarecrow, The Flash, The Atom, the Lex Luthor, and there was a white Hal Jordan, which we saw. And we can put all these guys together to build the Anti-Monitor, and I still can't remember how he factored into Darkest Night, or if he did at all. I'd look, but I don't care that much, so I won't. But anyways, we'll put him together. So, I think that will be our look at Hal Jordan, Black Lantern Hal Jordan in the package. What we'll do is we'll open this up, and we'll have a closer look. Okay, so here we've got Hal Jordan as a Black Lantern, sporting a lot of gray. Yeah, I know I griped about that with the White Lantern Hal Jordan, and I'm going to gripe about it again here. There we have a look at the figure. In terms of the coloring, I mean, yep, he's black, or at least bits of him are. I've noticed, though, most of the Black Lanterns were zombies, right? Or the undead, or brought back from the dead, and they look corpsed up, and this Hal Jordan doesn't, and I can't remember if he did or not in the comics. It would have been really nice if they corpsed up his face a bit, though. Oh well. Say la vie. I guess there's nothing we can do with that. And again, I gripe about that more, but I can't remember if they zombified him in the comic book or not, so I will reserve judgment on that. But we've got a lot of black. You can see there his mask has been turned black with white eyes, which are blank, which is excellent. Kind of like most zombies have, well, not so much anymore, but way, way back, you whited out the eyes on zombies to make them show like they're dead or something. At any rate, the shoulders for the paint, we can see there's already either just wasn't painted or it's been chipped off because of the arm joint here, which is possible, even though this is pretty much fresh out of the package. We can see there the paint didn't quite meet the line, the white highlight line there. A little bit of extra paint where we don't need it there on his side. I think the lower half is all right. Been noticing a lot of paint issues with this wave, and maybe I just notice it more now than I did before, which is kind of disappointing. In terms of the detail of the figure, for the most part, it is, a standard DCUC figure, which I probably should quick griping on about, because everybody knows that's more or less how the Wave is. But there are a couple things we can point out. First and foremost, he's got the ring there on his hand, and there's no extra color there because it's black and his gloves are black. And I may have to dig out my macro lens and cheat here a little bit, but if you look closely, and I don't know how well the camera will pick it up, but probably the macro lens will, it looks like they did try to put on the black hand emblem on the ring. And I have to say, for a piece that's that small, that's some pretty nice detail work. I have to say I do like that. And his face. Now, I did criticize the white Hal Jordan for being and I don't know, I thought it was too much. For the Black Lantern, for whatever reason, I think it fits. Like, he should just be all totally rage mode, even though I guess I would make him red. But, you know, he does, I think he's supposed to be almost like a monster at this point, and I do like that. His hair has changed. The sculpt on that is pretty nice, and the extra little detail in the coloring there. It's like he's going Super Saiyan. He's like, I've achieved power level 294, or whatever the hell they used to say, and he's going Super Saiyan. Because that's what his hair is doing. Notice he's got the nice combed hair here. And then he goes Super Saiyan, and we get more of like the hero hair. That's what that kind of gives me the impression of. But altogether, it's not bad, and I think it's fitting for turning him into a Black Lantern. The look on his face with the White Lantern one just doesn't do it for me. I guess in terms of the color scheme, I gotta keep going back to that. Yep, a great big Black Lantern symbol, painted predominantly in white. That's horrible. They should have done something else with that. I'm not sure what, but that to me is just bad. Black Lantern, white emblem. Or I don't know, they could have done something else. I don't really like it. Lots of gray on this figure, which I'm not loving too much. I would have preferred more black with just some gray highlights, and these white stripes on his wrists are pretty silly altogether. I don't really like that. Let's stand him there. He does come with one accessory. Unfortunately, he did not come with a lantern battery, which is too bad. I would have liked to have seen a lantern battery, although, again, I don't think most of the Black Lantern core had batteries, but I still would have liked to have seen one. But his accessories, very similar to the Gray Lantern over here. We have a head and a codpiece for anti-monitor, and we can maybe just kind of stick it together like that, and we can have that floating around. Or Evil Wife says this could be like his tie, his necktie, and that becomes part of his upper body. I don't know. Anyways, so we've got the head here. So actually, if we dig around, we could have two anti-monitor heads. And then, I don't even know what I'm going to do with the other one. I'm not going to assemble two anti-monitors. Normally, I don't buy two versions of the same figure, which I think I mentioned before. I don't even know what convinced me to. I guess it's because I do like Hal Jordan. I thought that would be cool, and yeah, I somehow ended up with two pieces of anti-monitor now. At any rate, his articulation, again, same sort of thing. Head goes around, goes up and down a little bit, which actually I should point out while we're looking at that. His neck is very long and very narrow on this one, and his head is almost attached to the front, like it's on a little bit of an angle. If we look at the other one, his neck seems a little bit thicker and his head is sitting more on top. There's less of this leaning forward to me. I don't know what it is. I think the neck just looks longer on this one, at any rate. Which is weird because in a lot of ways they are the same figure. At any rate, shoulder will go all the way around. It will go up and down. It will rotate there at the upper arm, bend at the elbow. We can rotate the hand at the wrist. These stupid goddamn white stripes on his gloves are horrible. It reminds me of those sandworms from Beetlejuice. Maybe this Black Lantern is inspired by Tim Burton. Anyways, we can move this up and down. We can rotate his waist all the way around, and his hips forwards, backwards, out to the side. We can rotate the leg there at the thigh, bend at the knee, and of course, move the ankle. Another question. He's got these lines on his boots, like, okay, detail work, but the bottoms are white. How the hell does that make any sense? At any rate, yeah, I'm really not loving their choices of coloring on these figures. If I had to choose between one of these Hal Jordans or the other, and we'll look at both of them, see if we can put him in a slightly less crappy pose. Whoops. If I were to choose one, I would probably be choosing the Black Lantern one. I just think it looks better. He just It's got more character. I don't like the look of the face on the White Lantern one, and the coloring. While I don't like the coloring on either of them too much, this one just annoys the shit out of me a little too much. As we said before, it's not white, it's gray. If I were to give this figure a grade, you know what, there are some paint problems. It's pretty generic, but he does have a little bit of character. You know what, I'm going to actually be a little bit more generous than I originally thought, and I would give this one a B-. I actually am starting to like it a little bit more the more that I kind of play around with it. It's more dynamic, it has more character, it just looks a little more badass. There are bits that I don't like. The paint, it's got some issues. These stupid things bug the shit out of me. I really wish he came with a Black Lantern battery, which he does not. If you were to choose one, I'd say get this one if you're still buying them, because you don't need 2 bits of anti-monitor, unless you're a completionist, and there are some people who will buy all the alternate ones just to have the full set. I'm not usually inclined to do that. At any rate, I think that is our lesson on Black Lantern I almost said Kyle Rayner. Oh my god. Black Lantern Hal Jordan. Thank you very much. Class is dismissed.